What's up everybody, Too Long Didn't Read Filmmaker here, and welcome to my very first master course. Now this master course is completely free for you to watch here, and of course you can share it with your friends if you so choose. This is the final chapter, and today we're going to be talking about filming your short and then editing your short. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright, when it comes to shooting your short film, I'm really not going to dive into a lot of techniques because you basically just need to film at this point. So the major tip that I want to give you is make sure you're in a setting or environment that has plenty of light. If you're shooting outside, there's plenty of light, you don't have to do anything, even on a cloudy day. Your cell phone or whatever camera you have will be able to get a nice, decent picture. Now, if you're indoors, then you pretty much want to turn on all the light fixtures within that room, because you want to make sure whatever it is that you're doing or your subject, what have you, it's going to be lit up well so your camera can capture it. Okay? That's the only tip I want you to have. Go out there, shoot something, moving on. Alright, so you have filmed everything that's on your shot list, so now it's time to go to the computer and piece it all together in chronological order. Now again, you do not need to have a paid program at this point because they can range anywhere from $25 all the way up to, I think, what, $300? You don't need it. You can use HitFilm Express, which is free. You can use DaVinci Resolve, which is free. There's iMovie that comes with most Macs, and then I think the Windows Movie Maker is still around. You don't need anything fancy because at this point, all you need to do is to be able to look at your list of shots you've done and then basically cut sections off of it and place it into your timeline like so. That's all you have to do. Now, what these programs will also allow you to do is just because you've placed it in your timeline, it doesn't mean that that's it. You can't change it. You can definitely change the length of the cut from each side in all of these programs, and therefore you can start understanding how to time your edits. Okay, so now that you have everything edited down, go ahead and put a music track on it. It can be something actiony, something eerie and horror-like, or it could be comedy depending on what your short film actually is. And then basically watch it back and say, does this look good? Does this look entertaining? Show it to some friends and see what they think, and they will give you feedback if they feel like, oh, that doesn't make sense, that doesn't make sense. Now, I know this is going to be hard because up until this point, I've told you I don't want you to really think about dialogue at all at this point, because as a beginner, you need to just learn how to tell your story visually. If you take a look at the example from 2018, my Christmas short for this past year, which was only about a week ago, pretty much the two lines that were uttered by the character was,
"Let him go." I said, "Let him."
Let him go. I said, let him go. That's it. Short of what he was singing in the song, but that is literally all he said. And pretty much the rest of it was completely done through visuals. All right, this is it. What is the bottom line of this entire master course? If you are a complete beginner and you've never assembled a short film in your entire life, keep it simple. I'm not gonna say stupid because you're not stupid. Just keep it simple. You don't need a fancy camera. You can use a smartphone or a very, very cheap camera. All you have to do is just capture video at this point, not necessarily audio. And then if you want to, you can edit it from your smartphone if you're shooting it with a smartphone. There are some free apps out there that you can use. Or if you have a computer already, go ahead and get something free like HitFilm Express, DaVinci Resolve, iMovie, or Windows Media Maker, what have you. Just get something free because all you need to do is just learn how to assemble everything. And at this point in time, don't get overwhelmed. There are a bunch of intermediate and advanced techniques that are gonna come into your craft, but if you're a beginner, you just need to start filming something, learn your visual style, learn your timing, and learn what it is, how to develop these stories and put it into picture form. Okay, because if you take a look at my Christmas specials from the very first one all the way up to the most recent one, you'll notice that I shot with basically available lighting. I didn't light anything the first couple years. And then as you get to the middle and definitely towards the end, you'll suddenly start seeing that I've changed the way I lit everything. And then sound became a little bit more different. The music that I chose was different. And the 2018 special, which was only a few days ago, that one was completely visual effects heavy. So you'll progress. In these 9 years, I've progressed my skill sets. And for you, that's exactly the same thing you want to do. Start off simple. You don't need to do a whole lot. And then as you continue your journey, you're going to become more and more skilled at the entire picture and therefore become a full filmmaker. And hey, that is it for this master course, everybody. If you've gained some value from this, go ahead and share it to some friends who may gain some value from it as well. And of course, if you have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave it down below. I will get to them as fast as I can. And until then, like and subscribe to the channel because I will be putting out more types of master courses like this in the future, as well as more gear reviews and stuff like that on my channel. So without further ado, guys, thank you so much again, and I will see you guys in the next one.